In addition to selecting and moving object, we can also rotate and scale them. We can do with the tools that has been provided with to us is like here. The tools are first scale, here we can see, and the rotate. So let's start with rotating. When we click select the rotate, and here we can see our cursor has changed to a particular rotator key, and also before getting into it, I want to share the shortcut for rotate is Q. So whenever you want to become more efficient in SketchUp modeling, you can always press Q and you can active this particular tool. So if I want to rotate this chair, so I just need to left click it. So and now it has selected a particular center and particular point from where it will rotate. Now I have to select another axis from where I have to start rotation. So if I click left click here, now this is the initial axis, and I will have to select another axis till where it has to be rotated. So when I do this, we can see on the bottom how the angle has changes accordingly to the cursor that we are hovering through. So if I want to rotate it by, let's say, 90 degree, so when I type 90 degree, it has rotated in a 90 degree, and it's quite simple to rotate it like this. Also, we can rotate multiple objects with this particular tool. If I go and select these two chairs at once, and I want to rotate it, so I will select rotation and I will just click it. One of the better thing we have in rotation, we always can select a point of rotation from anywhere. So if I want to rotate it from here, it will rotate it, or if I want to rotate it from center, it will rotate from the center. So it's quite handy and quite useful for us to rotate accordingly to our needs. And if I want to have chairs on the both sides, and this chair 6-chair dining table, so I will just rotate it back how it was earlier, again putting 90 degree, and I want 2 chairs here. What I will do, I will first adjust it how it was earlier, and then I will hold control key and move it, so it will create 2 new chairs. And now I just have to rotate it, press Q or select to rotate tool, and rotate it 90 degree, and do the same with this. So we have front and back chair, and just move it like this, and also move it like this. So now we can see we have a 6-chair dining table. So this is how we use rotate command. So now next is the scale command. Scale command, if you can see, we under the tools we can see scale, and the shortcut and that is hotkey for the scale command is S. And when we select it, our cursor has changed its view, like you can see there is something red dot is there. How it works is like when we select scale, so left click on a particular object, So you can see these are many hotkeys, and the dimensions are activated under the scale. So we have particular options, so many options to stretch and scale our particular subject in different dimensions and directions. So if I want to scale up this table, and when I select this, you can see the opposite side of the corner is activated along with that, because it will scale in proportion. When I scale up, you can see it is scaling up in proportion. So a proportion is locked in this particular key, and so this is three-dimensional scaling. When I will scale up from front, this is one dimensional. The scale is changing in just one direction from here to, you can see it is just changing in one direction. And if we see at the center of point from the edges, the scale is changing in two directional. So we have three directional scaling, three types of scaling. One is we have three-dimensional scaling, second is two-dimensional scaling, and third is one-dimensional scaling, which we can see at the center of each faces we have in this model. So like if I want to scale up this chair, I just go click, and if I want to retain the proportion, I'll just check it and I will just scale it up, and like this. You can always revert back by clicking undo, Ctrl+Z. If I want to scale everything at once, it works with that too. Just select everything with a box and press scale. So you can see now scale box has larger field of view. So just scale it up accordingly to the models and the design requirements you need, and it's quite simple for you to scale up, scale down. And when we scale up, scale down, you can see on the bottom side there is scale, and here we can have proper proportionate scaling. And if I want just half of that particular original model, I will just press 0.5. so it's proper half of the original model we used to have. So it's quite handy and it's quite simple to scale up and select and move and rotate for within SketchUp. So these are some tools. Try it by yourself. You will find it really simple and get comfortable with these tools.